want to start to teach you how to do things really quickly, because in business, speed matters. In sports, they say speed kills, meaning you're generally going to be a better football team, soccer team, basketball team, hockey team if you're faster than everyone else. In business, what happens is the faster you can do things, the quicker it starts the feedback loop of what you like, what you don't like, what you're good at, what you're not good at, feedback from the marketplace. So we got to do things very, very quickly.
My heart, it feel like David every time I fall. My problems look like giants, I'ma slay them all.
Another strategy for real estate agents that will definitely get you awareness for your business is being a guest on other people's podcasts. You'll be pleasantly surprised how many hosts need guests. They're doing it on a weekly basis, a bi-weekly basis. They're running out of guests. So if you reach out now, full transparency, you might need to reach out to maybe 10, 15 podcast hosts before one person says yes. You're going there not to promote your business and what you do as a real estate agent, but maybe just talk about your current market conditions. Talk about ways that home buyers can save money, home sellers, the best way to get top dollar. You're educating, and here's why this strategy works. Because you take that content, as long as it's recorded on video, you then can use my content guide. Just comment the word guide wherever you're watching this, and I'll give you a free guide on how to take out more content out of, say, a 30-minute podcast that you were on, and then you're going to have more content for social media. The other thing that happens is that you get to actually get the awareness of the hosts network. So it's a win-win for everyone. He does it all by himself because he's checking the cameras on his fucking phone. I love that.
See the laptop, everything's connected here.
Sorry?
Everything's connected to the laptop.
Yeah, but he was looking at something on his phone.
Yeah. I think these cameras...
It's awesome. Very impressive. To do it by yourself. You know what
doesn't I mean? Take an army.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I'm just lazy as fuck. And I hate that word.
Yeah.
I could be waiting for let me set that. No. I'm good, bro.
Yeah.
We'll set the camera back. The results you're getting and right now currently is based on, most of the time, all the clutter in your mind. The reason you're getting a lack of positive results is probably because you're putting out thoughts that are cluttered. There's no clarity around it. And so for me, mindset, 95% of the game, man. I spend a lot of time in the morning. I wouldn't call it meditating, because I would be lying if I say that I spend time meditating. I spend a lot of time with that person inside my head that doesn't shut up most of the time. I'm just trying to direct his thoughts more now. I think the real estate agent is going to be obsolete in the near future. Fucking 10, 20, 30 years from now, I have no clue. But at least in the near future, the agent is needed because there's so much emotion involved in buying a house, selling a house.
Yeah.
Even an investment property, an income property that is very heavily weighed on like numbers. It's you know, black and white. Does this make sense from a numbers perspective? You still, the public still needs somebody, not everybody, but majority of people still need somebody and want somebody to decipher all those numbers. Like, what does it mean, right? And so the agents who are not making use of technology, specifically AI, where AI can spit out a pro forma for an income property in like 1.2 seconds, where in the past it took a little bit longer to do that manually, as well as AI can do multiple pro formas in the same amount of time. So now that agent who's using it is going to be quicker. They're going to bring more value to the marketplace, and that's why they'll end up making more money.
That makes sense. So probably instead of wasting 2 hours on making a pro forma, it's like just give it the numbers, and then the agent handles the emotions.
Exactly. It handles the emotions as well as what has to happen, like as recent as a year ago. Okay, I'm going to go back, client, and I'm going to start running the numbers for you. And then they get a fucking phone call. And then they got to take that call, and then that gets pushed. Where right now on your phone, you could be at the property and run the numbers right on the spot with AI.
Exactly.
Like right on the fucking spot. And here, it's in your text message, client. How good does that look? You know what I mean? The client's like, fuck, man, you're a pro, bro.
Yeah.
We sometimes forget how far we've come.
Yeah.
So in the last year, we've almost doubled our community on Instagram specifically.
Since we started,
Since you started.
we more than doubled.
Thank you very much.
We were at 13.
Is that the number?
Yeah.
We more than doubled.
Yeah.
So what took us 13,000 to get to 13,000 followers took us 4 years. You know what I mean? So the reason what Laura mentioned is that we need to just also remind ourselves of the stuff that we've done very, very well. Is this landing and making sense?
But you were there, we were not there. So we don't know this step.
And that's why I'm talking to you guys about it.
Yeah.
That I want you to know where we have come from.
Yeah.
But more importantly, where we have come from together as a group. It's business, it's binary, bro. Did you make more than you spent? That's business. That's black and white. Okay? I don't even know if I'm supposed to use this, but whatever. Okay? You come out with, okay, as many pieces as you possibly can. There's no reason why you can't do 2 a day. It's unacceptable. If you can come out with 10, come out with 10. The algorithms, just so you know, if you come out with 10 pieces, I might not even see all your 10 pieces in the day. You ever notice sometimes you don't get all my content every day?
Yeah.
Right? And if you're engaging with my content every day, then the algorithm's gonna feed you every day. You're like, oh, you like something about jazz. Right? Okay. So you come up with 10 pieces. Then what you do, right, and you come up with these as quickly as possible. So in this example, in the next 5 days, 2 a day. Then out of the 10, what we can say is, hey, this one here, number 8, got us more shares than the first 7. Got us more shares than all 10. It had more saves and it had more comments. Why? Okay? Why? We figure out why. These 3 reasons. Got it? Now, what you do is, your next 10 are gonna be a variation of this. Now, based on the actual market, not your opinion or one man's opinion like Jas, like even your videos, I might look at them and say they suck. I might say they're good. What does it matter? I'm not buying real estate from you. I'm not doing business with you. And I'm just one man's opinion. This is real data now. So then our next 10, Shirya, we're gonna shoot and make like this. And what we're hoping for is that the next 10, 3 do well. And then what we say is, what's the pattern in these 3? Hey, it was because the way that I started it. You know what, when I shot those fucking 3, if I really think back, man, I was in a much better mood. Right? Now your next 10, you're gonna shoot based on these. Now you just got out 30 pieces of content in 15 days. All for content. All for content. Not even my content.
Mine. The better content.
Right.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. You tapped 4 times.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Count.
You have to listen to it. So
okay. I can't even hear that. That's all what I do. Yeah. It's not the only way. It might not even be the right way for you. It was right for me.
Yeah, well that's, yeah.
Right? Like I was saying to this guy when we were talking, bro, I'm not trying to say that the way that I'm doing the content is the right way. It's just the right way for me. I can't, like, until I find something, like, in the absence of getting started, you're better off just doing something that you've seen someone else do well at.
Yeah.
Then adjust.
Yeah.
I know it's a very small thing, but I like that you gave me, like, you only gave me the questions fucking 8 minutes before. If you give, when we get to a place, brother, you give me the questions the night before, and that's not on you, I'm just making the joke about the 8 minutes.
Yeah.
But even the 8 minutes, I can't remember all 4 right now off the top of my head, but when you ask it, I have stories for all of them.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna remember the answer that you have in your head.
No, but it
You
comes.
have the full answer.
No, I don't need the
Yes.
full.
No,
I
you don't.
That's a script. And
Just
then we're not gonna.
have-
I have the story attached to it. So when you give it to me the night before, what I'm gonna do, if you get me these Thursday night, I'm gonna ask. Once I read it, I'm gonna do it just before I shut my phone down. I'm gonna read the 4 questions, 5 questions. I say we do 5 when we get to this, right?
Yeah.
5 questions, and then I'm gonna be able to have the associated story, and that's gonna seep into my subconscious when I'm sleeping, and when I wake up, the fucking answers are gonna get even better.
If the brother's on the L, then I think you know the word. All the rest.
There'll be top 2 or 3, 1, 2 or 3 in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, the rec team.
You had the best year ever, or maybe you didn't have the year that you wanted. The nice thing is that you get to put that where it belongs now, which is the past. You can't change it. You can't change it. You can't go back for that client that ended up buying with her cousin, lied to you, or whatever it is. And so I also urge you not to spend too much time in the future, because that's the unknown. And we all remember as kids when we were scared of the dark. Or maybe we were scared that there was monsters under the bed. They're actually, generally speaking, the monsters are in your head. And that's what's making you not get the results you want, because you're overthinking stuff. So I urge you, if there's a mantra that you want for 2025, it's quit overthinking and just do. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you.